Hello everyone and welcome to Day Trader S&P 500. It is Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. This is Dale Woodson, editor of Woodson Wave Report. And as always, we want to get our YouTube subscribers caught up with our newsletter subscribers. Okay, it's been a couple days trying to get do videos more often than in the past. But without further ado, let's get into it. I want to show you guys the auto trades right here. Okay, well, there's the details there. We'll show them in the newsletter, but you get to them at Striker here, okay, and there's where they do the system rankings, as we showed, moved up from 9th to 7th to 6th here, okay, and then they also have daily results, and there's a lot of different systems they follow, including ours, of course, so that's what that is. Let me get you guys in the financials. Let me go back here. I'll just get to this and I'll go through it later. That's not the one, that's the one. We'll get to this later. But the financials here, that's the, I'll show you, the 10-year, let's get them up here. Yeah, the 10-year T-note futures, okay? We're looking at an hourly chart. I'll just show you guys what we're trading there, okay? Because we're in a real interesting setup here. Okay, we had a direct hit here on that high. It was within a tick or two back in October 17th. Then we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a target here of 120.10.5 and hit 129.5. Okay, and we've got this move up in ABC. And let me put that fib retrace on here. Got the magnet, make sure I can get it right on. There we go. There we go. And there's the 382. A little bit hard to see. Okay, and there's the 500 up there at 113.06. And the 618 retrace is 113.12.5. Okay, so sitting right between the 382 and the 50% retrace on the big scale. I want to remove that, and I put this in a different color because it's a different degree of trend, but I use the same trend, so that's how I differentiate between degrees of trend sometimes. I want to break this down into a 10-minute here, okay, and show you guys what we're looking at. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. We've got that 113.02 here, here, and here. So if this is going to go down from here, and there's no guarantee that it will, but if you think it's going down, you would short it here, and where would you put your stop? Of course, you put your stop where it's wrong. Where is it wrong? A move above here, okay? So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at 5 waves down, and then a total retrace, you know, right at 100, didn't go over it, but if you wanted to short here, you would have a great opportunity because your loss is minimal. It's a couple ticks, okay, so it's worth it. Actually, I did it, okay. I don't know if it's, no one knows 100% for sure if it's going up or down, but this is a great opportunity to get short, and we took it. If it goes up or stops here, we lose a little bit of cash. That's how you set up. You want your losses small and your gains big, so you can withstand the losses, okay. Let me get that back to at least an hourly chart there. There we go. That's a bigger picture. And I wanted to get into the ES. Let's look at, where's that ES at? Not the daily. Yeah, we can look at the hourly. Okay. Yeah, here's that chart from the other day. You guys might recognize. We had a 1 down. You can argue the internal wave count, but at this point it's irrelevant. It's in the past. So you can put your 1, 2, 3, and 4 wherever you want. We got 1 down. All right, this is 2 up, and it's sharp just like a 2. And here were our wave 2 targets. You can see the 786 is at 68.90, and it came within 10 points of it right there at 68.80. Okay, where is this wrong? This is not 2 if it goes above 69.53.75, because the second wave cannot retrace more than 100% of the first wave. This is the first wave. A move above that high would be more than 100% retrace. You'll recall the T-notes, they butted up right against it, but they didn't go above it, at least not yet. It doesn't mean they won't, But for now, like I said, that's a great setup. Anytime you can get a short or a long near a 786 retrace, like if this hits right here and you got short for wave 3, where are you wrong? There. So you're losing how many points? 63 points. It may seem like a lot, but let's just do this, okay? Let's just do this. Let's put it a fib extension on here. Let's put a magnet on so we can get right to the penny. Okay, and we'll start here and we'll go there. That's one. Let's just say 2 hits the 786. I got to take the magnet off to get on it now because there's no price there. There we go. Let's say it hits it tomorrow. Okay, and if you think that's 2, where is 3? 3 equals 1 at 65.93. Okay, that's 100 points. Okay, so your risk is 53 and the reward is 100. That's about 2 to 1. But typically third waves hit a 1.618, which is down here at 64.10. Now you're looking at 140 points roughly compared to 50-point loss. That's almost 3 to 1. So that's a really good risk to reward ratio. Say that 3 times in a row. Not so easy, okay? So anyway, that's what we're looking at there. I want to get to today's report. I don't know if we need to really 10-minute. It shows basically the same thing. We're getting close up to that 786. Okay, there's where we had that 13 waves. Like I said, it doesn't matter at this point because it's behind us. Where you put those, I just put it for back reference. There we go. There was that direct hit on the upside, direct hit on the downside, and there's 5 waves. That's all you need to know. 5 waves. You can argue about the internal wave count, but again, repeating myself, it's irrelevant. There were encroaching on that 786 retrace. Let me get today's report out. Okay, there's the auto trades. Again, need to have a trading system. Also, I need to have a money management system. Money management is more important than trading system. You can trade whatever you want. I like to use Fibonacci's Elliott Waves. Doesn't matter what you have as long as you have one. Okay, and in a money management system, I'm using the Ryan Jones fixed ratio. Keeps our losses small and expands on our gains. Okay, there's the contact information for that. Here's our auto trades. I think it includes up to Friday's action, or was it yesterday's action. Okay, there we are. There we're up a little over 11,000 since the most recent, since the middle of September. And there we are. We jumped into number 6. There's the information for the auto trades, which are getting more and more popular. Again, you or anyone, you don't have to sit there and watch the markets and the charts all day. I do that already, so I'm doing that for you. And you can see our losses, except for 1 or 2, are really small. And this one was communication error on a stop, as I recall. But we more than made up with it with some pretty good gains here, as you can see. Okay, anyway, moving along, I wanted to share with you this testimonial that came in on, was it Friday or Saturday? I'm just going to read it to you because so many people were really enthralled with it, if you will. Okay, Dale, thank you so much for the report. I'm ready to sign back up. I think this is a customer who had previously canceled. Okay, I made $45,000 yesterday because I had the confidence in your level. I bought puts on the SPX. I'm going to open an account with Striker for my fiance. That's the auto trades. She has 100,000. I want her to benefit from your auto trade system. Less risky, LOL. Yeah, options are risky, but I played them too. I still play them. I'm happy to provide a testimonial and a screenshot of my account, which I have attached. You have a gift, and I'm so grateful I discovered your service. You make sense of the markets for me and give me confidence to pull the trigger. I finally feel like I am becoming a consistent, profitable trader after 30 years because I follow your wave counts and levels. And there's his screenshot. It's hard to see, but yeah, he made 45,000 in a day. And we have more on our testimonials page, which I want to show you guys real quickly. If we can get back into our homepage, and there's our testimonials, and there's a lot of people doing really well. Okay, this person made 63,000, starting with only 6,000. That's a pretty good 10x, I would say. Another one, 89,000 in 1 month. Okay, best month of my trading career. One person's using it for their 401k. Another one works with fund managers at big institution. No one's expecting what we have seen. Certainly take them all by surprise, but not me. Okay, there's just so much here. Your willingness to make forecasts without the usual, it could always go the other way. Language is refreshing. What else I have highlighted? Yeah, this is way. We have subscribers for over 25 years. A lot of people just get it and stay with us. Okay, and like I said, a lot of people are going over from the newsletter to the auto trades because they're doing quite well. Okay. Anyway, almost psychic. How accurate you called. No nonsense, straight talk. I don't want to go through all of them. I've never seen anyone do the same. People copy yours. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Wish I had your knowledge and insight 28 years ago. There's a CPA. They're using this for everything. Okay. Specific levels. Yeah, I like to go to the hundredth of a point, to the penny, if you will. Okay, because it's math, and 1 + 1 is always 2. And there's the most recent one from Joe. Should have been highlighted. Okay. Anyway, that's it on all the testimonials. I want to get back to our wave count here. I think I'll just go to the report. Here we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys a new Fibonacci time spiral. Okay, there's our wave count on the hourly. There we go. There's our 786 sitting 10 points above where it closed today. Okay, where's it wrong? When it goes above there. Where's it right? When it goes below there, 66, 55, 50. Yeah, when wave 1 low is taken out, then wave 3 down is in play, and we went through those targets on the chart. Okay, that just says the same thing there. Here's a new spiral I wanted to show you guys. Okay, from the all-time high, we had a low on the Fibonacci 3 days, no slippage. A high on Fibonacci 5 days, no slippage, and a low on the 7th, which was 1 day off, and now the next turn date was today, and today's a high. So maybe it ekes out a higher high tomorrow. It's so close to the Fibonacci 786, but if it doesn't, then we could put in here another direct hit, or none. We'll just put none in for now and see if we need to change that tomorrow. Okay, but that's if it keeps alternating highs and lows, you can see low, high, then we might expect a low on the 19th, which is 8 Fibonacci days from the 11th, and then a high on the 2nd, and then a low right around Christmas. And I'll just put it out there, there's no guarantee of crashes ever, but all the crashes have been Fibonacci 55 days after the all-time high, within plus or minus 1 or 2 days of slippage. Not saying there's going to be a crash. We got to see a lot of things play out. It could just be a low, and this thing could crap out somewhere around here. Okay, it could change or not keep going. These spirals don't last forever, and some of them don't even last 55 days. But so far, so good. This is what we're looking at as far as the time spiral goes. I think we still have the other one. Oh, I think we went over this, but we've achieved those 5 waves down at the smaller degree of trend, and now we need to see that same 5 waves down in wave 3 with a parentheses, just like wave 1 played out in parentheses. Okay, so there we go. We're poised to go short. Wave 2 up. After wave 2 up is over, I'm going to watch that internal wave count really closely, so we'll know well before it goes below the wave 1 low that it's in play. And that's what I do the daily reports to the monthly subscribers. I'll show you guys real quickly here. Maybe we can get into the see if we can get into the 1 minute chart and remove a lot of things. Yeah, see, by the way, that kind of crapped out right there too. That was interesting. But if we get, can't find them anywhere. Where's 5 waves down? If we get 5 waves down, followed by a retrace up, and 5 waves down again on a 1-minute chart, then we know it's changed trends. You can see right here, you got to watch it for a while. We got a down, up, down, but that's really, let me get this over here. Bear with me while I put this in there. That is really an ABC. That's an A, that's a B, and that's a C. C went a little bit more than A. And that's how we can tell real time what's going on. See, we look at a 1-minute chart, and we might think we got a 1, 2, 3 down. 3 went between the 1 and the 1.618 of 1, right? So then if this is a 4, it has to stay below this, what would have been a wave 1 low. But it didn't. So as soon as it broke it, then that means, oh, that was a 3-wave correction, and it's over, and bang, we're going up to higher highs, which it did. Okay, so that's how I'll be looking on the 1-minute chart to get the first sign of a change in direction of trend. Let me get this at the bigger scale. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. Okay, there is the 1 hour. All right, and that's what we're looking at there. There's a 1, there's a 2. We got to get below here, but then it's not over. Okay, we get 3 down here, and I'll just put it in there. Let's say it goes equal to 1. Okay, let's say we get it there. Then to move up, let's just throw an arrow in there. Then to move up would have to stay below there. Whoops, click it there. 66.55 to be a 4. Okay, otherwise it's, let me put this in here, let's clone that guy and make him a 4. The 4 would have to stay below there. Okay, so a lot has to happen. This can't go higher than the all-time high. Then this correction's over. Okay, then the move down has to go below the wave 1 low. It usually makes a Fibonacci a 1 or a 1.618. I put it at the 1.618. Then the 4 has to stay below the 1. As soon as it goes above there, then this is no longer a 1, 2, 3. It's an A, B, C. Okay, and then we're looking at, as soon as that goes above there, then you can pretty much count on the all-time high being broken. Okay, unless it's just totally off. But math is math. So I think I've rambled enough. I'm going to leave you guys with, let's go to our report. There it is. And there's all the swing trades and all the auto trades and all the systems and all that. Testimonial, screenshot, and this here. This is where we are right here. Okay, interesting to see what will happen overnight and early in the morning. And we'll see if the all-time high holds. It's 786 is a great retrace to short if it's correct, and the risk is low and the reward is high. Risk to reward ratio is in your favor if you short here or above. And someone referenced in the comments, it was a couple years ago, I think it was summer of maybe 2022 or 23, I counted 11 retraces that were over the 786, and they held and led to lower lows. And I think 5 of them were like 90-something%, which is unheard of, but it kept happening over and over again. So we'll see where this goes. It could go right up to it, just like the ZN is the bonds, and then reject downward. So don't give up on it until it's all math. Math tells us we're right or wrong every time. We know exactly to the penny where it's wrong, which is the most important thing, more than where it's right. That's where your losses are, where it's wrong. Keep them low. Keep the losses low. Okay, that's it for this time. And until next time, take care, everyone.